Attention passionate Seattle Seahawks fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC West and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Seattle Seahawks' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Seattle Seahawks fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your FRINDS and Seattle SEAHAWKS fans. Let's get to the news now, folks. I want to get into some really intriguing rumors that are causing quite a buzz around the NFL community, especially among Seahawks fans. There's chatter about a potential trade that could reshape the Seahawks, offense, and who knows, maybe even their entire season. The name involved is Nico Collins, the Texans' talented wide receiver, a player who's been making waves with his vertical threat ability and impressive production. What's fascinating is that there's speculation about Houston potentially sending Collins to Seattle in exchange for a second-round pick in the 2026 NFL Draft. This isn't just idle talk. It's rooted in some pretty solid analysis of team needs and cap strategies. Houston, currently sitting at a 5-2 record, is adjusting its cap to focus on different priorities, especially after allowing around 24 points per game, which clearly shows they're looking to improve their defense, particularly their defensive line. And that focus on cap flexibility is key here. Houston, after a period of trying to maximize their roster's potential, might be willing to part ways with Collins, especially considering his high price tag of around $11 million for the upcoming season. They're eyeing draft picks and cap space, and trading Collins could be a strategic move to bolster their offensive line, which has allowed a hefty 25 sacks so far this season. It's a move that makes sense for the Texans if they want to rebuild or retool their roster around young quarterback C.J. Stroud, who's been showing flashes of brilliance but needs more support. But for the Seahawks, this could be a game changer, and that's what makes this rumor so exciting. Let's talk about Nico Collins himself, because honestly, he's a player who's just hitting his stride in the NFL. The guy is a true deep threat, and he's been consistently explosive this season, making big plays down the field that can change the course of a game in an instant. For 2025, he's already racked up 29 receptions for 415 yards, averaging a remarkable 3 yards per catch with 3 touchdowns. His PFF grade for the season is an impressive 81.2, and his EPA per target is plus 0.26. That's elite production. What really stands out is his yards after catch, averaging 3 yards per game, which shows he's not just a guy who catches passes, but also a threat to turn any reception into a significant gain. In terms of his career, Collins has accumulated around 250 receptions for nearly 800 yards and 22 touchdowns, a solid production profile for a receiver still in his prime. His ability to win contested catches, similar to Mike Evans, makes him a prime candidate to boost any offense, especially when he's healthy, which has been largely the case in 2025 with minimal injuries. He's a player who can stretch defenses vertically, opening up space underneath for other receivers, and his ability to win deep balls is a real asset. Think about how this could fit into the Seahawks offense, which has been trending towards a more explosive, versatile attack under Geno Smith. Now, why would the Texans be willing to part with Collins? Well, after the peak of their offense post-Stroud's emergence, they might be looking to make some strategic moves to manage their cap and roster. Trading Collins, with his $11 million cap hit, could free up significant space to address some of the issues on their offensive line, which has allowed 25 sacks already this season. That's a number that clearly shows they need to protect their young quarterback better. They're also looking at draft capital, and a second-round pick in 2026 is a valuable asset that could help them rebuild or add more depth to their roster. But the impact of such a trade for the Seahawks could be enormous. Right now, the team is sitting at 4-3, and their wide receiver room, while talented, has struggled with drops. They rank around 15th in the league in that category. Adding Collins, who would likely slot into the slot position along with JSN, could be a huge boost. Projected to surpass 200 yards in total receiving this season, Collins would give Smith another reliable, explosive target. The potential increase in yards per route from the current numbers could elevate the entire offense, making it more dynamic and less predictable. This move could also help mitigate some issues with DK Metcalf's knee recovery. having Collins as a deep threat and a reliable target on third downs, where the Seahawks have actually seen a significant 15% increase in EPA per pass, would be a game changer. It would allow Smith to spread the ball more effectively, creating more big plays, just like the trades of other wideouts in recent years, such as Brandon Ayuk in 2024, which brought about an 11-play boost in big plays. Imagine the explosiveness of a Seahawks offense with Collins stretching the field, opening up space underneath for JSN and Metcalf, and elevating the team's overall yardage output. Now let's consider what this means in terms of the Seahawks' Super Bowl aspirations. The odds, as of now, are around plus 4,500, but a move like this could bring those odds down significantly, possibly to plus 1,900. Collins' ability to produce deep touchdowns in the playoffs, along with his knack for making contested catches, makes him a real X-factor. The Seahawks have historically been aggressive in trades, and adding a player like Collins could be the difference between just making the playoffs and making a real deep run. It's all about creating that balance and explosion on offense, and this move, if it happens, could position Seattle as a dark horse contender once again. Thinking about the broader picture, this could be a pivotal moment for the Seahawks franchise, much like the stars of the 70s that helped define their early success. A player like Collins, with his ability to stretch defenses and make big plays, could be the catalyst for a new era of dominance. It's about transforming their offensive identity into one that combines versatility, explosiveness, and reliability. And given the team's current trajectory, they are certainly positioned to make a bold move if the opportunity arises. In conclusion, all signs point to an exciting, potentially transformative period for the Seattle Seahawks. Whether the rumors turn into reality or not, the idea of adding Nico Collins to this already talented group is enough to get any Seahawks fan dreaming about deep playoff runs and Super Bowl glory. The team's future looks bright, and with strategic moves like this, they could be on the verge of something truly special. So keep your eyes glued, because the next few weeks could bring some major news that will shape the Seahawks' destiny in the NFL landscape. Pause here just for a second. If you want the YouTube algorithm to keep recommending the latest Seattle Seahawks news to you, it's super important that you leave a like on this video. Go ahead, it's quick and it makes a big difference. Thank you. Now let us continue with the big reveal. And now, Seattle Seahawks fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this possible trade? Do you think Nico Collins could be the missing piece that elevates this team to new heights? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion means everything to us and to the Seahawks. Remember, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest Seahawks news and analysis. This is a team that's always striving to get better, and with moves like these, they're showing they're not afraid to take bold steps. So keep supporting your Seahawks, stay passionate, and let's see what the future holds. Thanks for being with me today, and as always, go Hawks.